What's going on, YouTube? Your man Stu, and I'm back. Another one. So I have been doing some house DIYs, and please let me know. I'm gonna put one in there. I'm gonna put one on my YouTube channel, Beastie Chronicles. I'm gonna put it on there. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Obviously, Beastie's always gonna be here. We're gonna keep them up to par. But this in particular video, I've been tasked with a modification. I have some exhaust attachments. Can I call it that? Yeah. And they look like this. Now, the beauty about these is these are heart-shaped. Thug, not thug. It's, to each his own. So, but they wanted them to color code their Mustang. It's the same Mustang that I put the grill on. I don't remember what I called it on here, but it is on my page. So it's a Ford red. So the beauty of this is that these are exhaust tips. That's what it's called, exhaust tips. I called it exhaust attachments earlier. Nonetheless, exhaust tips. So, no COVID. So, because these are exhaust tips, we have to use a different paint, high temperature paint. And what I decided to use was high temperature enamel paint. I'm going to make it all black, and then I am going to tip the tip out red. Yeah, I'm going to tip the exhaust tips out red. The exhaust tip in its totality, well, not its totality, 99% of it will be black. And then I am going to put the red to accent the heart here. Okay, so this is like a purple that transitions into blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this all black, and that part right there that you see is going to be red. Yeah, simple enough. So first things first, we've got to scuff up this surface. Yeah. Sandpaper time. I'm going to start with what I already have out, what I've been using on my doors, and that's 220. I'm going to start there. That should give me enough scuffage to paint with. If not, then I would drop down to maybe 200, but I believe 220 should give me enough. So let's get to it. I forgot to hit the intro. Bring in the intro, please. Needless to say, you know what I'm doing here. This is 220 grit sandpaper on the exhaust tips. So the one on the left, I've already scuffed up, getting ready for paint. I'm getting ready to start on the one on the right, just so you can see the difference between the two. All right, I spoke earlier on what type of paint I was going to be using, and I am going to be using Rust-Oleum high heat ceramic coating. As I said earlier, I'm going to use this to paint all of this, and then I am going to use this for the tips. So these are the combinations I'm going to be using, and let me get to it. You know I enjoy painting. So I feel like it's important to make sure that we don't forget the star of the show, Beastie. So what I'm doing now is I'm just using a little isopropyl, this stuff, rubbing alcohol. And I'm just cleaning off anything that I may have left on there as far as oil from my hand, any extra sand from the sandpaper, and just pretty much anything else that I don't want to get inside of my paint. Isopropyl, man, I don't understand why everybody just doesn't call rubbing alcohol. It's always got to be isopropyl alcohol. I just quit saying it because, I mean, unless I literally sit there and read it, I forget how to pronounce it. It's kind of like Worcestershire sauce. Everybody pronounces that differently. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes, and then we're going to commence with the first layer. Now, for those that may be wondering, why did I close it? I just closed it to get a first coat. I don't want any overspray to get on Beastie. So I'm going to hit this a few times and open the door back up. First coat's done. So, I'm gonna bake these guys for about 30 minutes. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna really allow the bonding process between the metal and the paint to really be cohesive, and which will also allow me to be able to paint the top portion or the tip of the exhaust red. I want to allow the paint time to actually merge. So that's what I'm going to do. Cook it for about 30 minutes. I very rarely use this thing. I'm a microwave and air fryer guy. It's just me. So that's what I'm going to do. Stay tuned. Okay, I have I spared you the dramatic part. I've baked them for about 30 minutes. Now what I'm going to do, and well, I've already done it, is I have wrapped them so that I can just paint the tips. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to make the inside and the tip both this color here. So I'm going to try it, and if it doesn't go well, it just doesn't go well. But at least the tips will be red and the outside will be black. So I'm ready to give it the old college try. Let's zoom in a little bit there, a little bit right there. I feel like that's safe. It's not bad for the first coat. Not bad at all.
3 hours later.
Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting no licks in the band. Legacies.